Do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. All right, we're in the stream mindset. Thank you to Shia LaBeouf. All right, we are going to be doing some limb independence this morning. And I have been playing drums for over 25 years, but not drum kit. I'm not very good at it. So you're going to see me, if you decide to stick around, practice stuff I'm not very good at. But before I do that, I'm going to warm up. Mouse is getting tangled. With one of these limb independence patterns, which, by the way, I'm using this book. Boop. It's called 50 Ways of Syncopation. It's by Dom Moyo, M-O-I-O. And it is a phenomenal book. I have written it out as a spreadsheet here, so I can kind of keep track of my progress, how I'm doing, what I could improve, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to warm up with one of these patterns. And actually, I think I'm going to do, where is it? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So the pattern is a paradiddle, pa-da-da left. Okay, yeah, 48, this one. So last time I did this, I did it at 135, and it was musical. Let's go ahead and pick up there, since we're warming up with this. So what am I doing? So I'm playing paradiddle, pa-da-da left. And I'm going to go ahead and play it on the ride. Etc. So I'm going to read the charts with my foot. And we're going here. Link at the top of the screen, jaredoleary.com/drum. And we're going to read through straight charts. And sure, we'll just go ahead and do charts 1 through 5. And we're doing this at 135. Every single one of these play-alongs, if you go down into the timestamp, you can jump to a specific BPM. So I want to go to 135, and we click to make it bigger. And let me turn the volume up so I can hear it better. There is a play-along, but you won't be able to hear it because I've got it muted. There's a timing delay. One, a two, a 1, 2, here we go. Alrighty. It's a good warm up for the right hand. I don't know about the left hand. 1, 2, here we go. Number 3. You can improvise here, or talk to your chat, or just play the check pattern. 2, 1, 2, here we go. Alrighty. After this, I'm going to stretch and massage, and then we'll continue the limb independence grind, trying to slowly get better at this whole drum kit thing. 1, 2, ready, and... I like when the patterns like that bleed over the bar, over the line. It's fun. That's why I wrote it that way. 1, 2, 1, 2, last chart. Success. Let's go to the overhead cam. So we are now going to stretch and massage. So for this, what I'm going to do, you hold your sticks so that your palms are facing up. And then you pull in, and you end up with your palms facing up, but twisty. It's a weird one. It's a good one, though. And then you just go back out the way that you came. Now, if you do traditional grip, rotate it and hold at one end of the rotation. Excuse me. Then rotate it and hold at the other end, and do that for 15, 30 seconds, however long you need to. Now what I'm going to do is stretch the tendons to the underside of the forearm. You could do it on your drum. You could do this on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper your stretch. So when you're doing this, you want to have your arms straight, and the lower you go, the more it's going to stretch it. But just don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to tear stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and do one at a time. I'm kind of constrained in the little corner right here. We're going to take our time. It's nice after a couple weeks of not being able to drum with the right arm to get back into it. So far, we've survived. Success. Oh yeah, Frigid, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I am live on all sorts of platforms. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Kick, and eventually LinkedIn. We'll do that as well for the drum kit stuff. Stay tuned. I just got to get it set up. So now what I'm doing is I'm stretching the top side of the forearm. You could do this on the wall. This one, just the higher you go, the deeper the stretch. But I'm just going to do this on my legs, 2 at a time. Just nice and easy to do this while sitting here. And now we're going to stretch the fingers. So let me see if I can show it to you. So I'm doing thumb to thumb, so that way it just stretches 2 at a time. You could just do like 1 finger at a time, just kind of going through and stretching them. But if you do 2 at a time, then it makes it just a little bit easier. So here's another view of that. If you're watching this in widescreen. If you're watching this in vertical on Facebook or TikTok, then you didn't see a change. And switching fingers. I highly recommend doing this every single time you do any kind of practice session, even on days off. Go through a stretch and massage routine. You can copy mine, get yourself started, and kind of add and subtract different massages and stretches depending on how your hands are feeling and what your needs are. Where's there's a pitch that I'm speaking in the snare drum every now and then, just beep, beep, a little bit. You probably can't hear it. Okay, now I'm going to massage. So I'm doing thumb on top and fingers underneath, and we're just kind of like working our way along the forearm. Just trying to get it nice and relaxed. And then I kind of switch over to like kneading dough. Just trying to loosen things up. Depending on like what you do the morning of, the day before, you might need to massage like your triceps, your biceps, maybe even your shoulders. Another way you can do that is use like a percussive massager, a little machine, just kind of like hammers at it, kind of like. That's a great way to relax things. And then we switch to the other arm. Okay, now I'm going to massage the hand. So I'm doing thumb massaging the palm and then fingers massaging the backside of the hand. Getting nice and relaxed. That's the plan, at least. Piece of toast with peanut butter. Okay, now I'm going to massage base to tip of the finger, just kind of like working my way through it. At least 2 times, maybe 3 or 4. Depends on how the finger's feeling. Kind of just morph 2 songs together. Remix. Actually, that'd be more of a mashup, but if we want to get technical. Okay, let's go back here. Now, I'm going to keep track of this. So I played this at 135. 135. And it was technically proficient, and I had fun with it. It was good. Okay, so let's see. Last time I left off on 16. I had on 2 and 4. Snare plays the line, bass fills in triplets. Oh, yikes. All right, well, that's going to be difficult. What? Okay, so 80 needs a lot of progress. Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's definitely how you spell permutations. Permutations. Okay, so this one's going to require some more grinding. So what am I doing exactly? So swung cymbal. Okay, that's not hard. You play the line on the snare, but you fill in with the bass drum. So you go. Yeah, and this is going to require a lot of practicing. So my note to myself was that I needed to start with permutations. So what that means is I need to start with these, so the limb independence permutations and exercises. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to start off at, I don't know, 70? 75, maybe? And we'll go, excuse me, up to 80. Okay, so again, timestamps, jumps to a specific BPM, and then we'll count you off. 1, 2, ready, and... That was rough. Started practicing. Here we go. One click faster. 1, 2, ready, and... Itchy nose, because it's drumming. Makes me allergic, apparently. 1, 2, here we go. 2, 1, 2, here we go. Again, playing the line with the snare, filling in with triplets on the bass. Oopsies. Here we go. Last one. Here we go. Ready, and... We survived. My left leg, or right leg, is getting a little sore. Probably from the leg stuff I was working on. And all the incline walking I did yesterday. Walked 21,000 steps. That's a lot. Okay, we're now going to attempt to play through some charts at 80. This just slowly slides down. Let's see here. Let's do charts 6 through 10 since we already did that. And we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go into the timestamps. I can't speak. And clicky clack. All right. Bass drum slid to an angle. Again, attempting to read through the patterns with the snare drum. And filling in triplets on the bass drum. Single pedal. This one's a hard one. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Here we go. difficult. I totally misread something and screwed up on it, but I was able to recover, so that's good. It didn't completely fall apart, and it could have. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Alrighty. Got a little shaky at one point, but otherwise technically reading through the patterns okay. It doesn't groove yet, but like right now this is just trying to get the interdependence or limb independence down, and then we'll work on making it sound better. 1, 2, ready. Oh, this is gonna have a lot. Whoops, I read it wrong. Yikes. That was rough. That's a lot on one foot. I need to refine my bass drum technique more. Again, this is not my primary instrument by any means. Probably one of the least things I played out of like rudimental concert percussion drum kit. Drum kit is definitely at the bottom of that list. Need to work on my foot. Alright, last chart. And then we'll move on to a different pattern. This one's hard. It's a fun one though. It's a good challenge. you'll see that I don't play the stuff I'm good at on these streams. I focus on the stuff I'm not good at. That's what you should do when you practice. Here we go. That one's hard. Okay, so we played it at 80. I wouldn't categorize it as it needs a lot of work as much as it was just kind of like between technically proficient at the beginning and then kind of meh at the end. So we'll go with meh, so improvement. And I was making progress on it. Permutations first. Look, I can spell this time. Alrighty, so that was number 17. And again, this is from Dom's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation. Highly recommend this book. 10 out of 10. Would buy it again. Alright, so this one. Swung brushes on snare, short on hi-hat, long on bass drum. Okay, so let's see. We've got one brush. Where's the other one? It's hiding. Minnie, you put dog hair on the brush. She thought it was a dog brush. Alright, let's do it with this. So you can sort of hear it a little bit better. And I need to put it so that yeah, you might sort of be able to hear that. I don't know. If I had actual heads on instead of these like silent stroke heads, then you'd be able to hear this, like some coated heads, but I don't. Okay, so let's do 120. One headphone off helps. Okay. Yes, I bet it does. All right, so we're going to go back to the link at the top of the screen where there's almost 2,000 hours of free drumming content. And we're going to just do charts 1 through 5, and we will do 120. Whoops. So we're going to click for more, and we go to 120, and then full screen. Flip this upside down so it doesn't move. Okay, so the pattern we're doing. Swung is on the brush, the short is on the hi-hat, and the long is on the bass drum. So we're going this pattern, which hopefully you can hear, on the snare. 1, 2, ready, and One, a 2, On, two, ready, and. A 1, 2, ready, and. Hi-hat sliding a little bit. 1, 2, ready, and. My left foot's getting a little tired. I also was a little bit off with the brush pattern. On line 2, was it? 2 or 3? 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, so that was 120. And it was mostly technical proficiency, still needs some work. But I was making progress on it. It's not stopping. Stop. Still playing. Okay. Okay, so now 18.1 is the opposite of that. Short notes are on the bass drum and the long notes are on the hi-hat. So let's just go ahead and do the same thing. Let's attempt it at 120. So let's just go back. Same charts. Beep, bop, bop it up, bop, 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 bop. Ding, ding, ding. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Okay. I'm trying to not play the pattern that I was just doing. Because, you know, I just played 5 charts that way. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Oops. My brain just started, like, reverted back to 18, not 18.1. Whoopsies. I'm fired. 1, 2, 1, 2. Almost started playing the other pattern. Whoops. All right, last chart. One, two, 1, 2, ready, and... survived. 120, and it was technically proficient for the most part, and I was making progress on it. Sweet. Stop playing, please. Thank you. Nope, didn't stop. Okay, fine. Be that way. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm going to put this away, and next time we can do samba. Let's put this away. Goodbye, brushes. Go in your home. Okay. Put on headphones all the way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream with Rebound with double strokes between the foot and the hand. So the last time I did this, did it 130 to 134, and I was making progress on it. Let's try 135. Let's push ourselves a little bit. So if we go back to jaredoleary.com/drum, you can find a bunch of chop stuff. You can find some limb independence permutations, the charts that I was just reading, over 700 grid variations, and a bunch of technique stuff, marching bass stuff, blah, 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 blah. If you want to find all the prior live streams, you just go here, and this is a playlist, and I include timestamps to every single one of the things that I was working on in each one of these videos or recordings. Whoops, let's go back here. You can also find all the tips that I'll give, and then here are the different books I recommend, like Dom's book, 50 Ways to Syncopation. I highly recommend you check this book out. It is great. And all of Dom's content, to be honest. Like, I've got, I think, the majority of his books that he has sold, and they're fantastic. Some of these links are affiliate links, so I do get a little kickback at no extra cost to you, but you can see, like, what kind of pedal am I using, what kind of drumsticks I'm using, etc. /gear is the link to that, or you just go click on that link, or you go to here, or you go to the top, gear I use. That all takes you to the same spot. But anyways, the thing that I'm going to work on is Rebound. So if we go here, we're going to go into the timestamps, and we're going to jump to 135, and we'll go up to 139, and we're going to do double strokes with this between the right hand and the right foot. So we're going to go, etc. Here we go. That was really bad. I couldn't hear the metronome. It's built into it. Volume up. Alright, let's try that again. Nope. It's also part of the problem. The bass drum's like angling. It's weird, so my foot's like having to slide in towards the snare. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like going this way, like that. It's weird. Okay, back here. Let's try this again. 1, 2, ready, and... Man, I got off by like a partial and it screwed me up. Sorry, practicing this, folks. Want to get better at it, so I need to work on it. Here we go. My foot is so tired right now from the bass drum filling in the triplets earlier. Last one. Here we go. Yikes, that was difficult. 135. And it was just kind of meh, but I was making progress on it. 139. And it was still meh, and it was definitely pushing my limits. Alright, cool. Well, we practiced things that I'm not good at, and we got a little bit better at it, so success overall. That's kind of, the point of the streams. Again, if you want to find the book that I was using, jaredoleary.com/gear, or just go to gear I use, which is right here, and you can find all of the stuff I'm using, like the drum triggers, what kind of mics am I using, what kind of headphones I recommend, my PC, the games I'm playing, a bunch of different books, etc. This does help me out with the affiliate links, but it's at no cost to you. Tons of stuff on my website. All I ask is that if you enjoy it, just share it with somebody else, because I'm creating all this stuff for free, trying to help out computer science educators, drummers, and, gamers, just to show that you can have fun with gaming. Which, speaking of, we're going to be playing some Fortnite here in a moment. And, so probably in about 20 or 30 minutes, I'll be doing that. So I'm going to tear this down and get set up for that. So stay tuned if you're interested in it. But otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and happy practicing, and I hope the resources help you. Goodbye.